it's cool to see like decks like this because it's like very themed, you know, and it reminds me of that arc. So yeah, we'll take that. Oh my god, it happened! Oh my god, it happened! Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to another deck profile for Yamato, this time featuring WANO only. I did a video like this a while ago, but you know, I got some pushback. I had Hody in there. I guess you guys didn't see the secret chapter where Hody made an appearance. I don't know, can't tell you. But listen, I wanted to make this deck again because I don't know if it was true or what, but I saw something about a new Yamato 8-drop that's coming out down the line that's supposed to do something similar to Hody. Something like that. I don't know if it was real or not. I can dream, I can hope, because that would absolutely make this deck not great, but it would work a lot better because, you know, we don't have Hody and that kind of sucks. But I like this deck. It's a lot of fun. I played it, you know, ever since kind of like set 6, because I pretty much ran Yamato with a few of these, right? Momonosuke was a decent blocker, being able to heal you kind of early, right? You could always do the combo of like play Hiyori out to put a good trigger into your life, like Okiku, right? Kikunojo, and then heal that Hiyori to your life with Momonosuke. Not bad, and then you establish a blocker. It was never the best, but it was fun, and I like these kind of builds that are more centered around the archetype, and I'm rewatching WANO right now, so I figured, let's try it. It's fun. You know, you get a lot of card draw with this deck. You have a lot of 2Ks, and again, you have the option to heal with the blocker. You also have a lot of trigger bodies with our 4 costs, and we've got the 9 cost Yamato as well. All the while, you're establishing some good pressure against your opponent's life with that double attack, so they're burning cards in that regard. Again, I'm not making promises that it's a great deck, but it's something. And let's get into it. Before we do, leave a like, subscribe, and if you guys want to support me, I've got a coupon code for Nen Garden, Straw Hat Pecan, for 5% off on top of their sale that they got going on right now. I personally bought the Shanks playmat a bit ago. It was great. I've used it in my locals videos, and then they recently sent me out the Whole Cake Island playmat. The detail on this is crazy. I love it. So if you're looking for any playmats, check it out in the description. I've also got a TCG player affiliate link if you guys are going to be buying any cards. It just helps support me. But let's get into it. If you don't know, Yamato, green and yellow leader from set 6. Double attack, activate main. Once per turn, if your opponent has 3 or less life, you can give 2 of your rested Don to one of your characters. Pretty good, right? Just means you can be a little bit more efficient with your Don, so that's pretty good. Without Hody, this probably won't be the best, but I kind of want to make it work. There's just something about me that makes you want this card to be good, because I love Odin. He's one of my favorite characters. Maybe that's just recency bias, because again, I'm rewatching WANO, but this is from the Yamato starter deck, a card you've probably never seen. I've used it in a few of my random, more meme builds, right? When I do like the single one of decks, like Commander style, I use this in the yellow deck for Enel. He's a 7/7. Don ×1, this character gets double attack. So, you know, double attack on leader, double attack on a character, you know, that's a lot of pressure. And then on KO, you can trash 2 cards from your hand, you heal 1. So, not bad, right? He's a pretty big body, so a little bit expensive to get rid of. And then he does, you know, offer that ability to heal you if he gets KO'd. Now, I figured I would start with this card because it's probably one of the ones that most people have not seen. But we got 4 Hiyori. To get us some draw, you activate main, place the character in the trash, play a 5 cost or less land a WANO other than Hiyori, and then draw a card. Pretty nice, replacing herself, right? Obviously, the intent is to play out our 5 cost Momonosuke off of that. You can also play out the Secret Rare Yamato. This card is still like not the best because it gets rid of it so easily. You know, especially that we're not running like Tashigi or anything like that to protect it. It is what it is. We got Izo, 2K counter, 3 cost to wrestle 4. We got the Momonosuke Searcher, 1 Don rest himself, and 1 Don. Look at top 5 for Atlanta WANO. It's good because he can search himself, being those 1 cost searchers that have to rest themselves and an additional Don to search. So you can pick up that 5 cost Momo off of it. Then we got the Secret Yamato 551. It's not, I mean, at the end of the day, at least it has counter, so that's not bad. Double attack and banish, so if it does stick, it's nice because you're probably going to get some cards out of your opponent's hand. Then we got the Otama 1 cost 2k counter. On play, look at the top 5 for a green Land of WANO character. It's unfortunate that's just green, right? But the combo goes on like 5 Don. You could play out Otama, you could play out Hiyori, and then use Hiyori to play out Momonosuke, heal the Otama to life, and then you got that draw from Otama Search, you got the draw from Hiyori's effect, and then you just heal to 2k back to your life. Right? Not bad. Then we've got the classic 9 cost Yamato. On play, you KO one of the characters on your opponent's board with a cost equal to that of you and your opponent's life total. And then if you have 1 or less life, you heal. Then getting into our first trigger body, we got Duke Dogstorm Inarashi. 4/5/1 Don ×2. When attacking, discard a card from your hand. KO one of your opponent's characters with a cost equal to that of their life. Could be good to get rid of a blocker or something protecting their board. Not that we have any answer to like an 8 cost kid or anything, right? Like that hits the board, we're, you know, pack it up. But we could get rid of like a Tashigi or something like that, especially if they're protecting their life pretty hard and they're still at like 4 or 5. You could actually get some decent value off of this. Then we got the probably more known one, Kikunojo. 4/6, no counter. On KO, if your opponent's life is 3 or less, you'll heal 1. And then also the trigger for all 3 of these are if your opponent has 3 or less life, you just play it for free, which is really good. Then we got Hiyori, the 2k counter, 2 cost. On play, add top or bottom life to your hand, and then place 1 card from your hand to the top of your life. So great way to stack a good trigger card. We got that Momonosuke blocker, 5/6/0. Blocker, on play, place 1 of your Land of WANO type characters other than Momonosuke to the top or bottom of your life, face up. So you can't heal this Momonosuke, the 1 cost searcher, right? Or himself. So those are only 2 targets in the deck that you can't heal, right? Because everything else is Land of WANO. Then we got Nekomamushi, Cat Viper, 4/5/1 Don ×2. This character can attack your opponent's active characters. Again, pretty nice to swing into something active, right? Say they played out like a Cavendish or something and you just want to get rid of it, but we don't have anything really to get rid of it. So our best bet might just be swinging to it with, you know, Nekomamushi. Then we got the Odin. Probably shouldn't have it at 7 copy or 4 copies, but I want to try it out. And then for our event, we got Flame Split. This was kind of like a flex spot, honestly. I was just looking for something. Part of me wanted to put in the Lin, the 7 cost Olin. I don't know where she is, but she's where is she? This. Because I think it's so funny that you have trigger if your life is 1 or less, play this card. Like, you're at 2 life, your opponent hits you, and then all of a sudden you've got a 7/7 on the board. I think that's so funny. I kind of want to try it out, but like, it's another brick, which is unfortunate. Without the 0 cost event, which I took that out as well, because that was Sky Island, we have no way to really cycle our hand, get bricks out of our hand, unless our opponent KOs this Odin. So yeah, I do. It's so unlikely that it happens unless you heal. Okay, this is the build you should use if you're gonna try to win, which you wouldn't use this build anyway if you're trying to win, right? So we should just go for the meme, right? Just go full force. This would be so funny if it works. If it works, it's so funny. If it doesn't, then it's, you know, is what it is. But if we have this in hand, we put it as our 2nd life with Hiyori. Let's do it. All right, that's the deck list. Let's get into this. Let's play some games. This is gonna be bad, but let's have fun. We got Luffy. All right. We got Odin. Do I want to search my turn 1? Sure. Hopefully we can find Momonosuke. That'll be good for next turn. So this deck, I kind of do the opposite of what I normally do, where like here I would probably play out Momo and not search with him so I can swing higher with leader, but we almost go for a longer play style in that we have so much card draw. So I think we'll take that Momonosuke. Because now we've also given him a target to swing into. And he's not at 5 Dan yet, so he can't play out that Sanji to pop. Yep. The next turn, yeah, we can just heal. You always forget that they can ramp technically with the Black Maria, right? Like he ramped one there. Oh, we got another Momo, so we might as well just heal up here. That's like the earliest heal I think you can do in the game. Right, like a 5 Dan heal. Is there anything before? I mean, technically Kikunojo would be, but like one that you can control. I don't think there's any other card that can heal you for his 5 Dan. He's probably, yep. Saw that coming. Luckily for us, we can do it. We could do it again. Let's see, because this will determine if we find the 4 cost Hiyori. I guess we'll take a 2K, and then we'll just poke 6 again. We'll be back up at 5 life, unless he gets something on life that pops this. I'm assuming he would just, okay, he did let it go. Okay, yep, we'll heal. Bam. It's like the thing is, like, as long as you can find your Momos, you'll still be very healthy early game. And we still got 7 cards in hand, you know? But he ran pretty fast. He's already at 9. Okay. Uses Kid. Pretty good ramp. And then Frankie coming out. A lot of blockers. He knows I don't have Hody. I mean, I could. No, wait, I can't. This is going to be a 5 cost, right? Yikes. All right. I think I can take these since okay, we got a 2K. We might have gotten, lucky. I'm gonna be honest, we might just play out our 2 Kikunojos, swing 6, just like constant pressure, right? And also we can swing 8. Get that either Gum Gum Giant out, which we know he has because he has a Dawn open, right? So that's good to get that out of the way early. And then we'll play out that and pass. So we just have so many 2Ks. We could have also established Odin too. Yeah, I probably should have, but I wanted to go a little bit wider. These bodies aren't something that he could really get rid of, because he has 2 blockers. So if I just play out 1 character, obviously can't get through it at all. We'll see what he does on 10 Dan. Like I'm almost tempted to take a lot. Oh, he searched. He got Gum Gum Lightning, so we can KO my blocker. So it's good that I swung with him. Yep, there it goes. Good that we got value off of Momo. Well, I mean, we got value from the heal too. Man, this set particularly, or this deck, I should say, I try very hard to not go over spoilers, especially for the manga, because I'm caught up on the manga. I do not talk about like any spoilers or anything, but like just like looking at some of the cards, it's like if you look too hard, you'll spoil it for yourself, I feel like. Only 6, huh? Well, maybe I'll try and stay a little healthy, establish the Momo. Okay, well, I'll take the 8, sure. Another 2K. Yo, if we got the Lin, if we got the Lin, it's over. Hold up. I'm just so tempted. I'm so tempted. Would he put it layout at the brook? Interesting. Okay. What should I find here? Probably a 2K counter. Ain't gonna lie, it's not bad. I think we just play out the Odin. Get a lot of pressure. Because he's not going to swing into my Okikus, right? We'll swing 6 and then 8. Because now if he's like countering out from our leader double attack, then obviously we have another Odin double attack. I would love for in one of the games for this to get out. And then we have almost every 2K in our deck to kind of protect our life. Even though we don't have any chance for 0 cost to save us, Beji, nothing of that nature. If this somehow is the Lin, oh my goodness. I'm gonna have so much fun. But he still has 2 blockers that we need to get through. But he's a little bit lower on cards in hand, so the double attack doesn't even matter, I guess, with Odin, but he is a 7k. So a little bit harder for him to remove, right? Can't use the Gum Gum Lightning. Even if he like 10 drops, I don't think he got. Oh, he's gonna go for my Kikus. Oh, he's going long. All right, well, I'm not gonna dump hand to heal or worry about that, right? We'll just heal up, I guess. He's valuing that over that. I mean, fair enough, because we know 2 of our Nekomamushis aren't in there. I think we saw a couple of Inarashi as well. He's even Don minusing for that. Yeah, I mean, sure, we're back up to 4th life, I guess. I mean, I guess he's not in danger of losing next turn, because I can't rest this. It's a 5 cost. Even with Flame Split, we wouldn't have been able to. Okay, let's see. Keep looking for that Lin, honestly, at this point. Any trigger bodies would be nice. Another kid. Okay. Let's go here. We'll just take a 2k. We'll just go 9 and 9. So he has to do 1 more than just a giant, because he left 1 open. So I'm assuming he's got the giant. He takes. I did want to play out. Wait, when did I play out Hiyori? Am I okay? I thought I played out Kikunojo. When did I do that? Fair enough, because I guess it works. I don't know. We drew into 1k counter, so nothing about my hand really changed, I guess. I'm just so confused of when I did that. I thought I hit Kiku. Huh. My brain's too focused on the possibility of the Lin trigger. It's too much. He got an Usohachi 2k counter. He's got 3 blockers up though. It's like I kind of need a trigger body, or you know, some along those lines. If he swings in my Odin, sure, it's a heal, but I'd rather have the body at this point. Yeah, I think we'll 2k out of these a little bit. It's just a couple of random 2ks. Because if we swung with one of these on the blockers, that would have been nice. He's gone through what, 2? Yeah, I won't be able to save the Odin if he uses Brook's ability. Or shouldn't, I should say. It's a lot of counter to burn. Okay, well, at least that was a lot of Dawn commitment. And did minus. Yeah, that's too much for me to save. But what do I trash to heal? I guess a couple of 1Ks. We'll trash the secret rare. And yeah. We healed again. We've healed like 6 or 7 times, I feel like. 2 Kikunojos, 2 Momos, and Odin. So 5, I guess, right? Kind of crazy. And we still have 4 2Ks, 2 1Ks. We're just gonna have to take a couple of turns to punch through these blockers. At least we got one of them rested. That's not bad. We get a nice. Ooh. I think we're gonna Odin here because it's our only dead card. We'll just go 8 and 8 at his life. Got 2 dump. What's he got? I'm not gonna lie, I'm hard experimenting right now. I don't know. Me too. Me too, brother. What a time. I mean, I kind of like the Brook if that's what he's talking about. I like the Brook because it means you can always use your lead ability, you know? That's pretty good for clearing board, and it's not a dead card either. This seems like a card that they would easily have as no counter, right? The 6/7/0, because it got a decent when attacking, but it's the fact that it's when attacking, not like on play. But because it's when attacking, you can keep doing it, you know? Always be able to use your lead ability. We'll see if he chooses to KO my Kiku. He's just going for it. We kind of have to counter out here. We could have also used Hiyori by now to place one of these guys in our life. You know, maybe should have realized by then. Without a Momo to heal the Hiyori back, I was kind of looking for that before. You know, I think we have enough counter. Oh, Kiku. All right, that's pretty much it. As long as we can counter out the next, at least one of them, which we can. Nice. We'll see. Oh, is he gonna use? Ooh, is he gonna KO that? See what his numbers are. We can get out of a an 8. He's got a lot of Don though. Sheesh. All right, let's see. Ah, GG. Yep, GG. Was there anything greedy that I did there that would have led to me having more counter? I don't know. I countered out of. I could have countered out of another one, right? I think so. I think I could have countered out of an earlier one. Kid blocker with this leader is so weird. Fair enough, fair. All right, we got Sugar. We'll take first. I mean, I don't think they have a way to get rid of our secret rare. Early game, like late game, they got we'll take Izo as our only target because it's got to be green. It can't be Otama, right? Late game, they got 9 Mom. Right now, who knows? But it's not like we can cheat it out a turn early. So we're just gonna swing 8, which they can get out of. They divine, and that's gonna require at least one more card though. Sugar, okay. And we'll pass. We might forego swinging next turn so they can't ramp, but we'll have to see. Like, that's a big trade-off, right? They played out 5 set. Ooh, interesting. Okay, I think we will swing then. We'll just go 5 at life. There's always the possibility your opponent just doesn't have any ramp cards. Okay. Play out secret rare. Next turn, maybe we could find a Hiyori with the Momo. Do a little bit of healing. 5 at us. I'll counter 1 here. I don't like taking hits before my opponent does because then we don't get any trigger. Yamato's not bad, right? 7 Dawn. What do we got? Blocker. Ooh. Well, we can rest that, I guess. Yeah, valid enough to rest. That's a lot of Dawn. That is a lot of Dawn. We'll rest that. And then we can only go 7 because they haven't taken any hits yet. Oh. Oh. Okay. Well then. Fair enough. There goes my secret rare. They did in fact have something to get rid of it. They did in fact have something to get rid of it. Yeah. Fair enough. They're at 1 card in hand though. If I take 2 more hits, I can just heal and then... Oh, they take. Okay. Well, never mind. Okay. I guess they didn't have any other counter. Don't know. So we'll pass. Well, there goes my... I could have KO'd him with a Yamato heal. I mean, we can KO the Viola, but that still gets the effect of being able to draw back the event. Of course, now that I've taken the hit, no free body. Sad. They use a Searcher. Do they find an 8-drop? We still got 8 done. They found a 5-drop, Rosinante. Okie dokie. Trash another Nor beam. Sugar. Alright. I can swing my... No, I can't. I can swing here. Yeah. That's a non-counter card though. We'll see. I mean, they do get a lot of Dawn for that. I think the order of operations goes pop that so I can swing my 4 there and then 5 at life. And then assuming they're going to take back the Nor beam. Yep. So we have to swing with leader, or no, character first, because it only rests characters. So bam. So they can rest my Otama, or they can rest, but... Oh, I could have also swung... No, it doesn't matter. I could have attached 2 rested Dawn to swing a little bit higher to even go at life, but are they going to rest my Yamato to try and KO it next turn? They could play the 10-drop, brush into it, but we have enough counter to protect it. Yeah, we just have like no removal for like big bodies and such, which is very unfortunate. But we can heal a bunch, so that's cool. I'm assuming the Senior Pink gonna come out, and then they'll take back another Noro. Just being able to reuse this event so much is like you're playing Bonnie, but you're red and purple. It's kind of crazy. It's actually kind of crazy in this deck when you think about it. Like they've been able to get this back a couple of times. That's a big swing though. That is going to be a 2K. Yeah. Thought I had more 2Ks. Sure. Do I take the 5 at life? I don't think I have to. They don't even swing. Okay. Fair enough. 4-cost Hiyori. Odin. Surely I can't pick up the Odin. I think I'll take a 2K. I'll take top life. That's crazy. Put that there. And then we're gonna heal you there now. And I have to swing this first. I shouldn't have played out my blocker. I'm stupid. I also could have swung higher. I'm so focused on my healing and my searching that I forgot that I could have swung higher there, which is unfortunate because they can easily get out of a 9 into 6, which is very, very unfortunate. Nor beam. So at least they'll have to use another card though, which means they would have gotten out of it anyway, unless they give like a 2K, because this only goes +2, so they have to give more counter. So yeah, they rest my blocker. But okay, it goes. Cool. We'll go 6 of life. Maybe they don't have a lot of counter. I don't think they have a lot of counter. And now we're at 3 life. We get a free body out of our 2nd life. And we have a decent amount of counter, because we're going to get a 2K back. We got 2 dead cards. but 3 1Ks, and then it'll be 2 2Ks. Can they recycle the Nor beam while also establishing like 2 blockers? If they play out 2 Viola blockers, that actually would, right? Because the first one blocks out, gets KO'd, gets you back the Nor beam, right? That could work, maybe. 10 there, we're gonna go 2K. I mean, they're just going for my board too, which fouled, but if you don't play out a blocker, I think we got it. And I think, given there's probably only 1 blocker that they run is the Viola. Go 1. And it looks like they have to commit a lot of Don for their defense. 5 at 0, sure. Would have been nice if I could have free blocked that, but is what it is. And we'll get our 2K back. Sure. He knows I put in probably some kind of trigger right there because that was my Hiyori. I was just going to KO my Momonosuke, but then nothing. So we'll just swing 19 and GG, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. With 3 Don for events. Nah, even if you go +4 3 times, right? GG. I just want to use the Linlin, man. I just want to use the Linlin. I feel like I should cut some of the Odin just to make more Linlin. I am putting in more copies of this just for the meme. Got Lim. I'm gonna go first. Sure. We have this. Turn 1. Momo. It hurts the bottom deck 2 2Ks. And a couple of our good bodies. Yamato heal might be pretty good. And then Odin. Hopefully they have a little bit of a slower start too. Maybe. Never mind. We're gonna swing 6. Bam. I probably could still get away with the, you know. What are we gonna pick up? Hiyori, right? The Linlin. Not the Linlin. Why is she there? Now she's in my bottom deck. No, but I can't pick up the Linlin. I can't do it. It's gotta come from life, man. Or even if I Hiyori to put it there, that'd be nice too. And I'll assume, well, it depends if he needs this to restand whatever he's gonna play out. Like if it's a Sabo. Then he might not swing with this there. We'll see. But yeah, I'm a little bit worried because of like the new gate that rests 5 cost. So that could rest my Momo blocker. Wouldn't be able to pop it, but you know, it could rest it. We do run a lot of 2Ks for like their 6K swings. We'll see. We'll see. They're going with that limb swing. Sure. I don't really like taking the 5s this early because it means like a trigger body wouldn't come out, right? Which loses us a lot of value. But I probably should have kept that in hand. What's gonna come out? Sabo? Or a Dofi blocker? Ah, Resonante. Okay. Well, this is looking like just a big swing at life here, which he can block out. Nice, clean, easy turn, you know? Fair enough, friend. We got the blocker out of the way. Alrighty. Yeah, it's weird that the, well, not weird, but like something to keep in mind that Rosinante restands on your opponent's attack, so our attack. So that goes before the blocker stage, right? I'm not going to give it 2K now. Yeah, okay, it wasn't even a trigger body anyway. We'll play that out for sure. And we'll play out this one as well. We'll play out 2 of them. It looks like he might have a 3 cost to play out with a body to cheat out. I'll say the blocker definitely was a slower play, so that's good for us. But maybe he was anticipating like a Onami swing, right? Hopefully it's not a blocker Dofi, it's a Sabo. Okay, well, he'll be able to get some value off of that swing for sure. But we'll just swing 5 at life. He's down to 3 cards in hand, so either he blocks out or takes it. You know, he does get to draw with that Sabo, but he doesn't have a ton of resources to keep defending his life. And now he's going to have 2 sources of double attack. See, I also wanted to keep in the Onami, but technically the banished Onami only says Straw Hat Crew, even though it's Onami from WANO, right? He does counter out 1. So I took it out of the deck just for this purposes, right? I think you could get away with it because, you know, you put Onami Banish on that, that's a 7k double attack banish that if your opponent's at like 3 or less life becomes a 9k because you give that 2 rested Dawn from Onami out to the Odin. Look at me hyping this up like it's a good strategy, but it's, I don't know. There's something fun to me about like the themed decks like that are just in that archetype, right? Because it reminds me more so of like that arc. I was a One Piece fan first and then a card game player, right? Like I watched the anime, read the manga, that got me into the card game. I do this too. But maybe he wanted more cards to swing with Sabo. But yeah, this did not get you the draw because you don't have the rested characters. But yeah, I got into the show because I like, or not the game because I like the anime. These are big swings. It's a big swing. You're gonna go 7, 8. I'll counter out of 1 of these here. I don't know. He might go even higher. He could go 7 then 8, but actually I don't know. So like as a fan of just like the IP that it's about, yeah, so then there's gonna be a 7 coming up. We'll take, I guess. Maybe we can just take it again. Heal with Yamato, pop the Resonate. It's cool to see like decks like this because it's like very themed, you know, and it reminds me of that arc. So yeah, we'll take that. Oh my god, it happened! Oh my god, it happened! I got a free 7/7 on the board! You don't see this anymore, ladies and gentlemen! I'm sorry. It happened! It happened! Woo! That's what I'm talking about, baby! That's what it's all about! Woo! I guarantee he's reading the card like, what is this? Where did this come from? Alright, we're gonna wait, I can pop the Sabo with this because he's still at 4 life. Pop. Yeah! Alright. We're gonna go 5 at life. He can block this out. I really just need him to take 1 so I can give double attack to Odin too. This is the most threatening board you'll ever see. We'll go 7. He takes. Okay, so we'll give double attack to Odin. Boom, he'll probably block out, but now we've got 2 sources of double attack. He takes! Down to 1 life. Crazy. Maybe he didn't realize that Odin had double attack because, again, what is his character? Card? Nobody plays this out. But we're doing it. We're making things work. We're making it happen. If this video gets... I don't know how many likes my videos get. I don't know. I don't do the whole YouTuber thing so much on this channel. But if you guys want, I'll bring this specific deck list to... Wait, do I have to buy another starter deck? How many of these come? I think I would need to buy a second starter deck. And I don't see the yellow Yamato starter deck anymore. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really see it. Wait, no, this doesn't come from the starter, right? No, this is just OP10, but this I would. We're gonna go 2k because we might be in danger. You never know. He might play out like the Mihawk restand something, swing big. We could probably take 1 more hit just to be at 1 life so we can heal. But honestly, we just, well, you can't even like rest this with Izo because it just restands himself, right? It's pretty good. Pretty good. I loved how themed. Like some characters in the card game, like if you know them from the series, like it's so fitting, you know, that he'd be able to like re-stand himself up to defend people. It's cool. Yeah, I'll never claim to be like the best One Piece player ever, but I think I kind of want to take this so I'd be at 1 to heal. Got another 2k, that's cool. But I do really love this IP, and the card game has given me an avenue to like just enjoy One Piece with other people in the community, and that's really nice. Okay, audio. All right, so I was worried about a 9-cost Zoro. I think we would just have to push for game at that point, right? With our board being pretty scary, I think we could do it. Because again, I don't have an answer to a 9-cost Zoro. I don't have an answer to anything. This deck doesn't have answers. It's just funny that a 7/7 came out of life. Yeah, never claimed to be the best One Piece player. We could actually go for game here with Izo. No, what am I talking about? That's a 5-cost. But I will say I am passionate about One Piece, so I think if we get to up to 2 life, I don't know. We have a couple of 2Ks, quite a few 2Ks. We'll see if he rests something to protect the limb. We got another. Wait, what was it? We drew another 2K. So wait, how many do we have? 3 2Ks. In case he goes for game next turn. Okay, he lets that go. Okay. Do I need to... We'll go 6 of life. Swing over the Dofi. And then we have a 7, 9, and a 9. He has 2 blockers. He gets a free 2K. I think I have to push for this guy. Unfortunately. I don't want to prolong the game. But there is, again, a chance that he can get me. Especially with 4 swings. 2 life. I don't have any blockers. We'll see. Okay. We got 9 and 9. Hopefully we lose. Yeah, obviously that blocker, but he gives up the other one. Okay. I mean, fair enough. Same. It's a 6K swing either way, but now we have 3 swings to worry about. Minus any Mihawk shenanigans. And we have 3 2Ks, 2 1Ks, 2 life, a dream. There's no trigger out of my life that saves me. Like, we're just relying on counter at this point. And we kind of put him into a position where we needed to... he'll need to go for game, right? Because now I have another 9K power body. I don't think you could survive another turn of these swinging at you. Let's see, 9 at us. Okay, I think do I count out of this? Because he's got 10 Dawn. He can split 3 there. I don't know, that's a big swing off first. But I can get out of it. I think I will. I don't know. Maybe that will also incentivize him to swing my board, but I don't know. I think we won because we got out of a swing. One of these would have to be Mihawk. And then even so, he wouldn't be able to swing that high because he had to leave at least 3 Dawn to play out the Mihawk. Okay, yeah, for sure we're good now. Unless he's gonna play out a 10-drop Doflamingo. Even that I would be safe. We have 1K. We could split with our leader and Yamato. Shanks. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know what he has in his... He's got a 2K from that in his hand. Right, but maybe he was just hoping. That was a pretty big swing, I'll say. So, GG. Unless he can get out, I don't think so, but you know. I just want to see what was in his hand. Oh, he did have the Zoro. GG. He had a Limb and a Sakazuki. Okay, so we didn't have a lot of counter. We might have been able to win if we pushed for game the turn before where I went for his board. I can't remember. But it was a little scary. No shot. There was another Linland at the bottom of my. That is crazy. That is crazy. We got it to happen though. Woo! Wild stuff. What a fun deck. Not great. Like I said, we don't have answers to anything. If he played this out, I don't know how long it's been in his hand. If he played this out earlier, he's winning. I don't have anything to do to get out of it, and also my life triggers aren't like I can't veggie him. I'm not gonna, but fun. But those are the games. Again, let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Should I bring this deck list to locals? Again, I think I do need I think only 2 of these should have came in the starter deck, so I'd literally only be able to use 2. I think I'd have more Olins to use. I don't know. I would have to find another starter deck. I don't know if they're easily to find anymore. This was like from the yellow starter deck for Yamato ST09, which always was like at Target and everywhere, but I feel like One Piece has been scalped and bought out so much that even that is like gone. Who knows? Or maybe it's just not being printed as much. Probably that. But yeah, I'm sure I could find the cards. If you guys want me to play this deck list, it is very silly and not the best, but some fun for locals maybe. Yeah, hopefully we get more WANO cards down the line, because I really love WANO as an arc. It was where I transitioned from reading or just watching the anime just to reading the manga, because I was watching it as it was going out, right? And I kind of wanted to see what was happening with all like the hype stuff going on later in the arc. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know what your guys' favorite arc is from One Piece if you watch or read. I don't know, but I also know there's a lot of people that just play the card game too. So that's always interesting for me to think. It is a very fun card game, if you don't have any interest in One Piece still. But yeah, let me know what you think. Leave a like, subscribe, and hope to see you on the next one. Bye-bye.